Seriously, hold on.
I did not call. I stated the facts. And you're not about.
Good morning, everyone. Treasure Troller here from the partially mask-wearing militant state of Michigan. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about the Colin Kaepernick and his problematic issues with his parents. And of course, the adoptive parent is the operative thing in there. I'm going to come at it from an angle that you haven't heard at all. It's going to be a true traveling and rambling, because I don't know where it's going to end, or how long it's going to be. But, and the things I'm going to cover, I don't know. But while I was married, we were foster parents. My wife and I were foster parents. And we took in a lot of foster kids. And we ended up adopting 3 girls. 2 were sisters, and one was we had 3 siblings together at one time, and we adopted one of the girls from that group of 3. So we had 3 adopted kids. They weren't as young as, according to what people are saying, Colin was adopted when he was an infant. These were far from infants. I think the oldest was 14 or 15 at the time. Her sister was probably 12. And the other one, the first one that we adopted, she might have been 8 at the time. And I sort of see all sides of this thing. I mean, I completely see the ungratefulness. You try to lead them in the right directions. At that age, sometimes a lot of they're kind of set in their ways, but you give them the family that they never had, and then they just do stupid shit. It's kind of heartbreaking. I think the other thing too is I don't want to say that they don't really feel like, and I think this is where the problematic thing comes in. They don't really feel like they fit in anywhere. So they do shit and say shit to fit in. It doesn't surprise me. It won't be long before Colin Kaepernick comes out and says something probably along those lines, where I always knew I was adopted, or I always, not that the parents made him aware of it, but he always knew that he was adopted. And it doesn't matter how bad that their parents treat them, these kids still feel like they're their parents. And I'll give you an example. All right, fuck it. I'll just give you an example. The two girls we adopted, the mother ended up dying from an overdose. The father had left, and so they were being raised by, I don't remember how long they were with their mother, but basically the oldest sister was taking care of the youngest sister. When the mother passed away, they were living with their aunt and uncle, and then some shit happened, and they were living with us. So they had lived with us for a couple of years, and their birth father came back into the picture, and his reason for leaving was because he couldn't stand to see what their mother was doing to herself. Albeit he left the kids there, like, well, they can fucking handle it, but I'm out of here. Fucking leave their kids with a drug addict, and then come back and that's dad. All's forgotten. So I've seen the ungratefulness. I've seen the I've seen the attention-seeking shit. I'm sure Colin was a lot different coming from an infant. I can tell you right now that Colin's parents half expected this kind of shit. And I can also tell you that I wouldn't be surprised if there were some issues, some problematic things that came up with. I know that when we were foster parents, that there was a rather whisper in the crowd when they would have these say conventions, maybe these gatherings, that they did not want the African American children going to white families because they didn't understand their culture. I always thought it was about giving them a decent home, but fuck, I was wrong about that. I guess if you don't know how to do cornrows, or you think cornrows look, makes you look like a thug, well, then they don't really want you to take care of their kids. Now, this is from the other foster parents that are African Americans. It's certainly not the agencies that are looking for parents for these kids. I don't know. For me personally, it's heartbreaking for Colin's parents, because I know what they're going through. I completely understand what they're going through. It's not just the betrayal of them saying it. It's the betrayal of them. It's the betrayal of everything that they brought Colin Kaepernick up to believe in and the things to live by. It is ungratefulness at the core. Ungratefulness at the core. guess that's about it. I don't want to talk anymore about it. But no, I don't really have. As a matter of fact, one of the girls ended up having 4 kids, and they all got placed into foster homes, and my ex-wife basically adopted 2 of those kids. I still, have contact with the kids. Not a whole lot. I work a lot, so I don't get to see them that much, but they're good kids. But I don't have that much contact with the rest of them. I guess that's for another vlog. But that one too is based on ungratefulness. So with that, sorry it's 11 and a half minutes, but it is what it is. Too bad only 20 of you will see it. So that's the Treasure Troller saying aloha and good day.